For 3 memorable years, red and black were the colors of royalty in the NBA. But that dynasty is now history. Soon, a new champion will reign. This symbol of supremacy rides on the outcome. The two teams intent on seizing the prize have different styles and personnel, but they share something essential. The New York Knicks and the Houston Rockets are passion personified. Through good times and bad, Patrick Ewing has been the man in New York. For 9 years, his ability and desire have never diminished. All-star, dream teamer, but still, one precious credential is missing, and he has learned these opportunities are rare. Hakeem Olajuwon's play this year has exhausted all superlatives. Still, the league's MVP knows his individual success was a direct result of team unity, a unity they must depend on to defeat a Ewing-led team, something Hakeem was unable to do once before. 10 years ago, Ewing and Olajuwon met in the NCAA championship game. Hakeem outscored Patrick 15-10 that night. But when the final score was tallied, Ewing and Georgetown had fulfilled their dream. A decade later, the circumstances are different, but each is again on the verge of a championship. The question, whose team will have the skill and not incidentally the heart to ascend to the vacant NBA throne? It begins tonight with this trophy and all it represents at stake.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1994 NBA Finals. Tonight, Game 1 between the New York Knicks and the Houston Rockets.
Electricity in the air, butterflies everywhere.
And the Rockets control. Maxwell on the acceleration. Olajuwon off a double team, and it's a traveling violation.
Rid of these butterflies.
Smith rejected and fouled. Charles Smith has concluded. Maxwell from Smith. And back comes Starks. Ewing off a double team. So Patrick Ewing has given the Knicks a 3-0 lead. 4.
But both teams looking like they had heavy legs in transition defense. Lots of fast breaks early.
Off the steal, Hopper for Smith, who puts it down. And the Knicks are up 5-0.
Well, Patrick Ewing coming off just an unbelievable performance in Game 7 against the Pacers. Here he gets a little drop-off pass at the end of a fast break, measures the shot beautifully and lets it go. And here on this lob pass, Patrick Ewing, who will try to front Olajuwon as much as possible, and starts a fast break for the Knicks, and Charles Smith with the strong finish, with Ewing defending Olajuwon in a one-on-one situation.
Ewing facing single coverage. Goes to the fadeaway. Rebounded by Smith. Ewing with some room. Yes. And the Knicks are up 7-2.
Standing in the lane, looking to help out defensively.
Olajuwon taking advantage of the overplay. Oakley went for the on that fast break attempt.
On a couple of occasions, Charles Oakley has had to pick up Olajuwon in transition. Just too slow getting on the top side, and Olajuwon uses his body so well.
Hopper for Ewing, dumps it off to Smith. Now Smith getting many opportunities.
Trying to put that shot up.
Olajuwon with a drop step move, and he is blocked by Ewing. Fork for Maxwell. Olajuwon. Hakeem Olajuwon. Well, of course, the major concern of the New York Knicks is the scoring of Hakeem Olajuwon. He's hit his first 2, one from the outside right here and one from in close. How will the Knicks defend Hakeem throughout this series?
Players 2.
Well, right now, Charles Oakley is guarding Olajuwon, or at least he was before he spun away and got that open shot. Of course, Olajuwon normally gets double, but when the Knicks trap that pick and roll, they'll get good looks at the 3 as well.
And Nice move by Patrick Ewing.
Well, Patrick Ewing is really enjoying taking the ball into the middle from that right to left. And against the Indiana Pacers, he was getting closer and trying to come up through the arms of Smith to draw the foul.
Correction, Mason came in for Charles Smith. Here's Olajuwon. That time guarded by Ewing. Big Suns here at the Summit. Mason off the fake. Mason rejected by Olajuwon. Here's Cassell for Maxwell. Maxwell gets inside. Shot deflected, but Ford converts. Olajuwon has hit his first 4 shots. Easily gets away from Ewing. And the foul.
Once again, Patrick Ewing trying to front and really just not good enough pressure by Anthony Mason out on the floor. As Olajuwon again holding off with that left arm, just giving enough space on the excellent pass from Robert Horry. Mason was up on a big power and strength advantage inside if they go to it, other than Ewing.
Patrick Ewing, 4 for 6. That went 15 and 67. There's Mason on the follow. Ewing can't hit. Gent dives for it. And it's deflected out. Dick Pavetta with the call, says last touch by the Knicks. Smith trying to front Olajuwon. And he's hearing it from the crowd as the Rockets now lead by 5. Off the turnover, back comes Cassell. Double technical fouls on Oakley and Elliott. Pass not handled by Ewing. Rockets by 5, biggest lead of the game. Oakley gets down low. It's an unusual shot for Charles Oakley.
He covered up Robert Horry, and he likes to flip it up quickly because he always feels that shot's going to get blocked.
Nice dish from Olajuwon. Ellie for Olajuwon. Beautiful move by Hakeem. Kenny Smith. Hakeem Olajuwon up front. Follow the Robert Horry. Otis Thorpe. Olajuwon again.
Hakeem getting the ball in the low post this time against Mason. He hesitated a little bit because he was expecting a double team. It didn't come, so he gave the little head fake, the little shake, and the little turnaround jumper. As Hakeem Olajuwon having his way with the New York front line right now.
They lead by 8. Ewing got inside, or he knocked it away and was called for the foul. At the Summit, Friday night will be on hand, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Olajuwon thought he was fouled. And batted by Oakley, just looking to keep it away from Maxwell. Olajuwon passing on the open shot. Ewing to the reverse. Nice move. Off his foot.
Patrick cutting into the lane here. Olajuwon with 2 personal fouls, playing it very cute there, not going for Ewing's fake, and basically giving up that layup so he didn't pick up 3 and have to go to the bench.
Again, the open shot for Charles Oakley. His team to win the NBA championship since Pat Riley's Lakers did it in 1988. And Hakeem Olajuwon is upset. He thought he was fouled. Kenny Smith picked it off. Thorpe using the screen. Otis Thorpe able to hit him. A technical foul has been called.
Well, now 2 straight times Olajuwon forced by Mason to turn away and take his favorite shot. That little fadeaway jumper on the left baseline. On both plays, Olajuwon felt that he was fouled. The Knicks don't handle the outlet, and the Rockets wind up getting 2 dunks at the other end.
Robert Horry on the front line. Both Olajuwon and Ewing playing with 2 fouls. Olajuwon blocked by Ewing, and last touch by Ewing.
And Hakeem is saying that he got hit on the wrist. He's been very happy with the way that he has been defended on this little turnaround jump shot attempt, and it did appear that Patrick Ewing did slap him on the wrist.
One-on-one move now by Olajuwon, getting inside.
The play, it really gave John Starks a wide open look at about a 17-foot jump shot.
Ewing going one-on-one and hits the little flip.
Patrick Ewing waiting for a double team. It doesn't really come, and he sees that he has the step and able to go in the lane. Actually shot that little hook shot off the wrong foot, but
Starks with directions to Smith, who was in the path of Ewing, but Ewing was blocked. Maxwell off the dribble. Maxwell, yes, and it counts. Starks called for the foul, applying the shoulder to Maxwell.
Patrick Ewing taking the ball into the lane, feeling his oats a little bit because he got in the other side going left to right. But this time, the best shot blocker in the playoffs, Hakeem Olajuwon, knocking it loose and starting this fast break in 2.
Olajuwon facing a double team, lost it. Olajuwon lost it again. Third quarter. Ori with the step, gave it back to Olajuwon, and another turnover. It's called for a travel. Hakeem has had a difficult time in this third quarter. For 3. Rebound, Ori. Olajuwon. 3 opportunities. Game losing streak and a trip to Reno, Nevada to shake things up. Olajuwon is fouled by Oakley. Starks with the step. Ewing. Oakley keeps it alive. Ewing with the tip. Olajuwon gets to it. Starks on the run. Starks all the way. He challenged Olajuwon. The Knicks 55. Olajuwon. Rebound Oakley. And the loose ball foul is called on Thorpe. Just under 5 minutes to go in the third. Ewing got position, and he drew the foul. Starks line drives it. Ewing with the rebound. Pass touched by the Rockets. 7 assists. Ewing make it 9 straight shots missed by the Knicks. From the summit in Houston. Olajuwon. It's tipped home by Thorpe. Shooting well in the third. Ewing only 1 for 7 in this third quarter. Patrick Ewing with 17 points, and Herrera. Single coverage now on Olajuwon. Here's the help from Hopper. And Hakeem throwing up the air ball. Hopper on the ball fake, setting up Ewing. And the poor shooting at both ends continue. He actually plays better when he's emotionally charged, but the Rockets would like to see him cut down on the technicals. Olajuwon will go to the line. They're up by 12. Ewing putting the move on Olajuwon. A strong move by Patrick Ewing. Olajuwon facing the double team. Hopper came over, actually a light double team. And Dick Pavetta with the call. I asked Jack, has he ever thrown out a fan before? He said, no question. That was not the first. Ewing. Knicks not getting good. Years ago, they allowed 104 points per game. Last season, 99 points per game. This year, one of the top defensive teams. Shot clock at 8. Ewing, Olajuwon got a piece of it. Again, Oakley on the rebound to generate offense. Here's Mason for Ewing. So Patrick Ewing now with 21 points.
Whether it's Charles Smith, Mason, or Ewing, because when the double team comes, they'll get an open shot.
Ellie's pass picked off by Ewing. Shot clock at 5. Olajuwon on the spin. And he was fouled. Will the basket count? No, it will not. It was before the shot attempt, but that was number 5 on Ewing.
Well, the plan coming in was to play Olajuwon one-on-one, put pressure on the ball on the outside, and front him as much as possible. The Knicks have gotten a few breaks on it, but look at this quick spin move by the athletic and graceful Olajuwon, and the only reason he could not get that field goal because of the shove out of bounds by Patrick Ewing as he picks up his 5th.
Ewing, yes. Rockets 79, the Knicks 73. 6. Ewing facing the double team, and Smith broke up the pass. Ewing was trying to get it out. Smith with 1 on the 24. Just did get a piece of the rim. We come up on 2 minutes to go. Smith with a beautiful move, but got glass. Rebound Thorpe. The officials check with each other, and it has ruled Nick ball. Shot clock at 8. Jackson using too much pressure, call for the foul. Hard hand check. Knicks working it around. Here's Ewing for three. And it's rebounded by Ori. Starks way off. Down to 10 seconds. Olajuwon gets the grip on it. And Cassell is fouled by Davis with 7 and 4/10 seconds remaining. Quarter, only 63 points in the second half. Ewing from three-point land. And time has run out on the New York Knicks. The Houston Rockets defeating the Knicks 85-78. The NBA Finals, basketball's center stage. All eyes have focused on the centers of attention, Olajuwon and Ewing. In Game 1's duel, it was Hakeem and the Rockets who reveled in victory.
Living with my eyes closed, going day to day. I never knew the difference. I never cared either way. Looking for a reason. Searching for a sign, reaching out with both hands. Gotta feel a kick inside. Oh, finally, there comes a time. Everything just falls in love. And learn from all this. I believe there comes a time when everything just falls in line. We live and learn from our mistakes. The deepest cuts are healed by faith. Now I believe.
Patrick Ewing believes, but he also knows a loss tonight and their dream could begin to slip away. While Hakeem Olajuwon hopes to shine his winning smile once again. Tonight, on center stage, who will step forward?
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1994 NBA Finals. Tonight, Game 2 between the New York Knicks and the Houston Rockets.
That controversial call, the foul against Scottie Pippen in Game 5 of the series between the Knicks and the Bulls. Set it up on their first possession. Olajuwon getting inside, and he is fouled. The double coverage came from Oakland.
Better passing, better screen setting.
Ewing stopped by Olajuwon. Ewing on the recovery. Smith. And tiptoe. And the Rockets arguing that it should be offensive. 7 beat Utah in 5 of the Western Conference Final. Olajuwon, after fumbling the ball, was able to get it to 4. And it's 6. Rockets 5. Oakley open. He was open all night long in Game 1 and was able to take advantage.
Well, of course, the double team that time coming down on Patrick Ewing. Otis Thorpe sagging in there. We talked to Otis yesterday.
Harper with the steal. And Derek Harper able to put it home.
Hakeem Olajuwon fumbling the ball in the lane here, just trying to get a grab on it. He has excellent hands, but as he had his head down, he was able to see under the arm of Ewing as the good ball pressure by Derek Harper, and he gets a pick on Kenny Smith in the finish.
Last 2 games of the series against Indiana, Derek Harper, who has been a master of the steal, was able to come through that time. Harper with a nice feed for Ewing.
Patrick Ewing and Derek Harper setting up in that pick and roll, and just backing into the play is Patrick Ewing, and the rotation of the Houston defense. Ball in the post. Patrick Ewing has been behind him mainly because of the way Hakeem is positioned.
Oh, what a goal by Olajuwon. Starks came flying at him to try and help, and Olajuwon able to adjust.
And that's what happens when you play behind him. He can do those kinds of things.
Knicks by 3. Ewing gets inside with a jump hook. That's the shot that Pat Riley would like to see Ewing utilize more frequently.
Well, because he made an aggressive move without the ball to step in the lane and cover up Hakeem, and he had great position.
14-9 Knicks. Olajuwon with the turnaround. Ewing with 4. Ball knocked away from Ewing. Horry with the lead for Smith. Starks racing back and blocked it. What a play by Starks, but Maxwell is there for the follow. 3 points.
Well, Ewing getting caught behind Olajuwon. Hakeem feels it, just whips around him, beating him with the first step. And the nice touch.
Timeout taken. Knicks by 3. That was scored in that record low for a finals 4th quarter on Wednesday. One-on-one move by Olajuwon. What a beautiful move going right at Ewing, who did not play at all on Wednesday night. Will come on for Horry. Olajuwon with the save. Olajuwon, rebound fought, knocked away against Maxwell. Lays it down for Ewing. John Starks taking it to the basket and drew the foul. Olajuwon. And Bullard able to get to it. Olajuwon. And Bullard able to get to it. Olajuwon.
Hakeem has been taking Patrick Ewing a little bit further out on the floor, has that ability to face up, and with that excellent quick step, now he has beaten Patrick Ewing twice going to the basket. That time, however, forced to take a tough shot.
5 shots. Olajuwon getting the good position and then blocked by Ewing. 11 on the 24. Rockets will throw it in, and Sam Cassell will check in for the first time.
Hakeem again with Ewing on his back, taking his favorite little move. He took it quite a bit the other night. He was hit on a couple. Patrick made him change his shot. This time, Patrick blocking the shot clean.
The president should be pointed out as the Knicks look to get it down low and succeed by the time the evening's proceedings are over. And it is Mason against Olajuwon. Nice pass for Cassell. Sam Cassell for Hakeem Olajuwon. Works with the fake on Ellie. Ewing again off a double team. Rebounded by Bullard.
Front line of use. He said it's not a problem for me, it's their problem.
And Ewing was blocked. Momentarily, Mason is back on him. Olajuwon was fouled. It counts. Yes, and it counts. The hack called on Mason.
Well, the last 2 times that Olajuwon was facing up Mason got the best of him. During that last timeout, Hannah Storm heard Rudy Tomjanovich say, we want to get the ball inside to Hakeem against Mason, whether he fronts him or whether he plays behind. Kind of a veteran play.
Thorpe. Ewing with the rebound. Thorpe had very little room to operate. Series at 1. Houston looking to go up 2-0. Game 3 at the Garden on Sunday. Ewing with the rejection, and then Horry was able to get it high off the glass and handled by Anthony. Here is Ewing. The Knicks 31 and the Rockets 20. Shot clock at 6. Ewing, wild shot, but it's an offensive foul. Basket will not count.
Well, an easy call for the officials as Patrick Ewing wheels into the lane a little bit off balance against the pressure defense of Olajuwon. Going to wipe out with the off arm here. Very easy to see, and really no complaint by Patrick Ewing.
Here's Ewing. Ewing on the rebound, and he is fouled. Comes to life. Ewing. Patrick Ewing not taking good shot. He and Harper at the guards. Ewing, Mason Oakley up front. Ewing had it knocked away, try to save it. It will be Houston ball. Ewing, yes. And the game is tied at 35. 10 points for Patrick Ewing. Just under 2 minutes to go in the half. Here's Olajuwon. And the offense is picked up from fourth. Down to 5 seconds. Olajuwon beat Williams. Game is tied. Tangled. Maxwell setting up an open Olajuwon, then picked up by Oakley. Olajuwon spinning away to hit. Rockets lead by 2. Oakley given the room. Charles Oakley. Maxwell with the lead for Olajuwon. And a foul on Smith.
Charles Oakley rushed out on Hakeem Olajuwon, and the pivot, the spin, the head fake, and no way that Charles Oakley can use any kind of lateral movement to catch up and try to challenge that shot. And now the front by Patrick Ewing and the excellent lob pass. Not enough pressure on the passer. Good job by Charles Smith to come over and at least prevent the layup. That was one of those one-on-one attempts, and when you take a flying jump shot from 22 feet and throw an air ball, you know you're in a little trouble.
This sequence, Olajuwon forced further out than he would like. Goes to the spin. 3 minutes gone by in the third. Smith takes it to the basket and is turned back. Emphatically rejected by Olajuwon. John Starks still had a long way to go coming off the arthroscopic knee surgery. Nice move by Olajuwon. He is 19.
Got to catch it with 2 hands.
Mike Smith just didn't get it off. Ewing with the tip. Beautiful extension.
Defensive Player of the Year, Hakeem Olajuwon, leading the playoffs in shot blocking at 4 a game. Just laying in wait on Charles Smith on the fast break opportunity.
56-51. Oakley able to break it up. Starts with 16. Maxwell with 14. Olajuwon over Mason. Impossible shot to stop.
Way by Anthony Mason to take his favorite shot, although the Knicks don't mind this. They just want to challenge it. They want to keep him from going to the middle and keep him from getting shots for other people.
In some intra-squad play. Looked like Maxwell got hurt. Shaken up. Starks again. 3-pointer for John Starks. Horry on the drive. Fired it off the glass. Hopper shovels to Ewing, and it was deflected out. Come up on 4 minutes to go in the third. Fourth, able to work his way around Ewing. Beautiful move by Otis Thorpe.
Fouls on him because he's starting to light it up offensively.
Pass from Starks deflected, stolen by Thorpe. Hopper for Ewing. Patrick Ewing, 14-point double team, bad pass. Thrown in the crowd by Ewing. Hopper again with the steal. Hopper with the pull-up. Yes, Derek Hopper has taken over here. The third, Maxwell able to penetrate, called for the offensive foul. That's his third personal. Olajuwon facing a double team. Cassell for 3.
Unbelievable game as well.
Patrick Ewing line drives at home. He has 16. Smith knocked it away. Good recovery by Bullard. Olajuwon, yes. 23 points for Hakeem Olajuwon.
Well, with Matt Bullard in the game, it spreads the floor, even though Matt has not made a 3-point shot yet, but more open spaces inside for the pass and catch by Olajuwon, and this is the shot that the Knicks are giving to Hakeem.
Went back to the locker room, suffered a cut on his forearm, needed stitches. He will return. Olajuwon drawing the foul. Smith had it knocked away. Maxwell ran it to Ewing, thought he was fouled, nothing called, and Ewing with the good play as he is able to deflect off the foot of Thorpe. And Rocket fans are upset. They thought there should have been a foul on this play on Ewing.
Well, Maxwell trying to initiate the contact, and the officials are just not going to give a call like that, and Olajuwon was upset with Maxwell for forcing the action.
Minute 78. Ewing. Shot by Thorpe. Knight. Olajuwon putting on the floor, lost it. Starks with the steal, and Mason has a breakaway. The Knicks 83. The Rockets 79. After the slow start here in the fourth. Cassell rejected by Ewing. And a foul called on Ori, a loose ball foul.
And when Hakeem put this ball on the floor, he lost the vision of John Starks, who not only dug it out, but able to throw it ahead to Mason, avoid getting fouled to stop the clock.
Rockets over the limit, so the Knicks will go to the line.
Sam Cassell, Rudy Tomjanovich showing a lot of...
Oakley. Handled by Mason, but a loose ball foul called on Mason, and that will put the Knicks over the shot clock at 5. Ewing with the drop step. Try to adjust it. He thought he was fouled.
Well, he knew he was in trouble there, so he tried to draw contact from Olajuwon and put his hands up in the air, asking the official why he didn't get the call.
Rockets with the ball, trailing by 3. Ewing stepping out, knocked it away. Olajuwon on the recovery, blocked by Ewing. Hopper has hit 4 out of 5 from three-point land.
Well, it appeared that Patrick Ewing was out of this play as he went for a steal, but he did not quit on it and went and got the ball again as Derek Harper almost lost this shot on the way up, but he hit nothing but the bottom of the net.
Trailing by 6 points. Ewing stepping out to steal. Patrick Ewing with the steal over 50 seconds. Maxwell stripped by Starks. Maxwell thought he was fouled. Here's Starks giving it up. Mason jams it. And the Knicks add some cushion. They now lead 89 to 81. Locations. Down to 40 seconds. Here's Olajuwon. Not able to stuff it. Bullard for 3. Cassell able to get to it. And he draws the foul.
From beyond the arc.
6th turnover of the quarter for the Knicks. Cassell could not hit. Rebound Starks, and Mason breaking and decides to slow it up and draws the foul with 11 and 9/10 seconds remaining. As Taylor, Mike Schmidt. Final seconds of the fourth quarter. Knocked out of bounds by Ewing. A low total for Ewing, but 13 rebounds and 4 block shots. Finished very strong in the fourth quarter. The Knicks defeat the Rockets 91 to 83. The series is tied at 1.
Ewing had done his part. Many of his teammates had not. But in Game 2, Ewing's burden was lifted.
Mason jams it. 3-pointer for John Starks. Hopper again with the steal. Hopper with the pull-up. Yes.
Ewing saw contributions come from all directions, like 11-year veteran Derek Harper, picking a crucial moment to come through as he had so many times in his prime. Liberated now from what had become a basketball graveyard in Dallas, he knows this could be his last chance to win an NBA title. And how about the Ewing reinforcements? His teammates who so willingly took turns throwing their smaller bodies at 7-foot-tall Hakeem Olajuwon. Olajuwon just happens to be the league's most valuable player. But the Knicks hung in until finally wearing him down, winning the battle and the game. Tonight, the Knicks will try it again, this time with 19,763 on their side. Game 3 is next.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1994 NBA Finals. Tonight, Game 3 between the Houston Rockets and the New York Knicks.
Official, Jake O'Donnell, Jess Kersey, and Bill Oates. And it's controlled by Houston. Maxwell for Ori. Knicks swing it well. Ewing. Rebounded by Otis Thorpe. Nice delivery for Smith. The shot altered with the presence of Ewing. And Olajuwon lost it to Oakley.
Trailer Oakley wide open.
And the Knicks are starting out with Ewing going head up on Olajuwon. Olajuwon, that is a three-pointer. Rockets off to the fast start. They're up 7-2 with 2 minutes gone by. Ewing coming up short, and it's rebounded by Olajuwon. Nice ball movement by the Rockets. Maxwell on the penetration. The tip missed by Thorpe, and it's hustled by Ori from the field. Oakley way off, and that brings a moan from the crowd. Although Dawson been hitting the jump shot. Maxwell giving the Rockets an 11-2 lead, and the Knicks call for time. This will be a full timeout.
Eat off my emotions, and but just staying within the team system, you know, with just draw a line, you know, to cool it, know when to cool it, and know when to, you know, I can carry it, and I feel like I'm ready for that.
Ewing on the drive, went to the finger roll. Rockets now lead 11-4. It's on Olajuwon.
Well, the Rockets using their trap here, which has been successful against the Knicks. This is the first time New York has scored against it. However,
Hopper with the room. Ewing and Thorpe rebound. Friday night in Houston, although he did score 20 points. Ewing from way out.
6 field goals for the Knicks in game 2. 28 assists on those plays. That's the first time the Knicks have gotten an assist play there.
Defense. Ori went to the crossover to set up Olajuwon. He's rejected by Ewing. Maxwell for 3. Rebound Thorpe. The pass broken up. The Rockets will maintain possession.
Watch Hakeem's right shoulder there. He tried to push off on Patrick Ewing to knock him back. Patrick too strong, not taking off that play.
One jumping out on Starks. They double up on Oakley. Oakley takes it to the hoop and was rejected. Here's Hopper for 3. Garrett Hopper
In the playmaking department.
Olajuwon has been quiet thus far. Maxwell has not. That time, an air ball. Ewing with the save. And it will be New York ball. This pass off the mark. And back comes Maxwell. Ewing is there. The pass broken up by Hopper. Hopper's pass stolen by Olajuwon. Hakeem Olajuwon off the steal gives the Rockets an 18-15 lead.
They go out of bounds in that setting.
Ewing going strong at Olajuwon. 3.5 remaining. Marv Albert, Matt Kukas, Ahmad Rashad, and Hannah Storm from the Garden. Starks off the steal, and Charles Smith. Olajuwon off to the slow start. Olajuwon bottled up. Olajuwon lost the dribble off his foot. Now able to control. Here's Smith. Kenny Smith line drives it home. The same following that Houston timeout. Ewing tried the jump hook, rejected. And a traveling violation is called. This series coming back from the dislocated right shoulder. Here's Herrera, rejected. Ewing jumping right out at it.
Well, Herrera obviously not seeing big number 33 right in his face as Patrick Ewing had it all the way on the ball.
1.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Here's Olajuwon going to the spin shot and hits it. Gets the friendly roll on the floor for such a long period in the fourth quarter.
Well, Mason has done his job at that point. Nothing he can do once Olajuwon gets into his spin and fadeaway. Charles Smith came over to try to help him. Nothing they could do.
In the matchup, Ewing against Olajuwon. Ellie for 3. Mario Ellie. It is their biggest of the game. Battle between Ewing and Olajuwon. Here's Olajuwon. Yes. Hakeem Olajuwon with his third field goal. He has 6. They've hit their last 6 shots. Mason with an air ball handled by Ewing. Point lead for the Rockets. Good look there from Cassell. Ellie was stopped. Last touch by the Knicks. The marquee matchup in this series, Hakeem Olajuwon going up against Patrick Ewing. A rivalry that dates back to 1984 when Ewing's Georgetown Hoyas beat Phi Slama Jama of the University of Houston for the NCAA title. Here they are going at it for the NBA championship. We talked with Hakeem about Patrick Ewing.
Really admire his play, his talent since college, because he's a true sinner. You know, especially when he was in college, how he plugs in the middle with both hands up in the middle. And most of the big men now play defense with their hands down. Just Patrick is always his hands up, covering. I mean, it looks like, you know, just like a tree up there. So it creates a lot of problem in the middle. So he's a true center.
And I think Hakeem likes it when that true center plays behind him. When you saw them jockeying for position, Hakeem wanting to keep Patrick Ewing behind, because then the Rockets can get some good shots. When it goes into Olajuwon, if a double team comes, he can find the open man, and that's what's been happening during this 17-7 run by Houston.
5 turnovers apiece now. Ewing cuts it to an 8-point Rocket lead. One stretch, it was 18-17 Houston, and then they pulled away. Here's Cassell hitting the 3. It is their biggest lead. Olajuwon getting in deep. Ewing. And rebounded by Herrera.
Nick's totally out of sync right now at the offensive end.
And Olajuwon off the mark with that turnaround shot.
Driven in the open floor to get to the hole.
Rockets lead by 14. Ellie came up short. 24-second violation. And 4. Houston back to its starting lineup. Here is Olajuwon. Continues to struggle. Shot clock at 8. Hopefully for Ewing. Just did get a piece of the rim. Mason rejected. And back comes Maxwell. Olajuwon outplayed by Oakley. Goes to the spin and forces and hits. What a shot by Olajuwon. About 2 minutes to go in the half. Ewing with the jump hook. Oakley with the rebound. Gets it out to Ewing, who pumps again. Spot outside.
Well, that's part of it, but also Otis Thorpe does a terrific job on the defensive boards, plus keeping his body on a guy like Oakley.
Olajuwon is fouled, held by Oakley. What a wild sequence.
Well, Hakeem Olajuwon picked up by Oakley on a switch here, and what Hakeem has been told by the coaches to do different things against the different people. They want him to beat a guy like Oakley off the dribble as he did there, as Charles Oakley hustles in and whips one back to Patrick Ewing.
Trying to help with the screen. Smith lays it off to Olajuwon. Ewing with the rebound. Shot clock at 4. It's down to 2. Ewing. Thorpe. Final seconds. Gets it down to Olajuwon. Oh, what a save by Olajuwon. And then Ewing with the rejection. A spectacular ending to the first half.
What a terrific effort by Patrick Ewing, who took that jump shot, not quite on the baseline, but a 45-degree, gets all the way back to somehow or other outrace that ball and catch up with Olajuwon's little hook to save the day for the New York Knicks at the end of the first half.
4th block of the half by Ewing. 12-3 run by the Knicks to end this first half. Ewing with the nice fake. Olajuwon lost the dribble and then recovered. Here's Smith for 3. Yes. Kenny Smith from downtown.
Their centers on the move and come to meet the ball to negate some of that physical pounding inside. Centers on the move and come to meet the ball to negate some of that physical pounding inside.
Once again, tough luck on the shot by Patrick Ewing. A minute gone by. 3rd quarter. Olajuwon. Nice move by Hakeem. Beautiful second effort.
Hakeem Olajuwon getting the ball inside here, shows Patrick Ewing the ball, and then a little up and under move, as when he makes that change of direction, there should be a whole bunch of New York Knicks down there to greet him.
The best of 7. The series tied at 1. Game number 4 here at the Garden Wednesday night. Ewing with a driving hook. Hakeem Olajuwon 5 for 13, 11 points, and he was hacked.
Both of these centers have the ability to face up and either shoot that jump shot or take you off the dribble, as Patrick Ewing making sure he gets in the lane, using his shoulder to ward off Olajuwon as he flipped up that short little hook.
Smith, the shot actually deflected by Hopper. Olajuwon with a spectacular move. Hakeem Olajuwon showing the spin, and the Rockets extend to a 14-point lead. Timeout taken by the Knicks.
Well, this is what Hakeem Olajuwon can do to Patrick Ewing as Patrick gives ground. That quick spin, and nothing Patrick can do standing straight up. As Patrick trying to body push out, as Olajuwon getting one of his rare offensive rebounds, just too quick for Patrick Ewing on the spin. One more look at it as Patrick tries to take away the lane move, loses him on the baseline.
And the Rockets lead by 14. Stark changed his mind and found Oakley. Foul is called. Remaining. Third quarter. Olajuwon called for a double dribble. Worked off the pick. Feeds back to Smith. Rebound Smith. And a foul call. The regular season. A long time between victories for both. As Olajuwon knocks it down against the Rockets. Both the Knicks and the Rockets are called for that violation. More than most clubs. Comes Olajuwon. Smith on the run, and he's fouled. Crowd wanted to travel, but the foul is called on Hopper. Olajuwon met by the double team. And Jake O'Donnell with the call. Against the Knicks, it's on Ewing, his second turbulent career at the University of Florida. Olajuwon with that rebound. Here comes Ori. Fans looking for a charging foul. Fans break for the Knicks. Hopper beating Maxwell. It's a 10-point Houston lead. Hopper shot and a score from the guard. Ewing. Patrick Ewing is now 6 for 21.
They just ignored him, and I really don't know what happened there, but he's been trying to get something going to get him going.
Olajuwon with the block, stopping Ewing, and a foul called against the Knicks. It's on Oakley. That is his fourth.
Well, Patrick Ewing, who has had his problems all night long, now 6 for 21 as he took this one strong, but Hakeem Olajuwon has been timing his shots very well, if not to block them, at least to make them challenge and make them difficult.
In the third. Whistle before that shot attempt. Mason gets down deep and is rejected. Olajuwon came over. That's his fourth block of the game. Herrera over Ewing, rejected. Patrick Ewing with his fifth block. Out of 10 seconds in the quarter. Ewing. He continues to have his problem. It has missed its last 10 shots. And on the turnover, the Rockets return to the offense. To the basket, but rarely goes to that running hook. Here is Olajuwon. And a foul called on Mason.
Not look sharp at all there. Pressured by the Houston defense as Patrick Ewing tries to get to the hole.
Anthony rejected. And Cassell comes up with it. Not have the shot. And resets. Starks for three. Comes to Cassell, unloads to Ellie. Second of shots before that drive by Cassell. Rockets lead by 4. Oakley rejected by Olajuwon. That's his 6th block in a battle with Olajuwon. Hakeem, yes. Hakeem Olajuwon with a beautiful spin on Anthony Mason. Starts all the way. Rebound Ewing. Only his second field goal of the second half. Another solid game for John Starks. Looking for the shot. Unleashes for the 3. Cassell tapping it over to Olajuwon, who was tied up by Starks. Herrera. The tip missed. Thorpe with the rebound, and a foul is called. Morey coming on for Herrera. Cassell rejected. Last touch, though, by the Knicks, knocked out of bounds. Rockets have 17 on the 24.
Another reason to keep Patrick Ewing off Olajuwon is so he can play center field, play the goalie around the basket.
Ewing, for the first time tonight. Olajuwon, double team. Finds Thorpe. Thorpe hits, yes, and it counts. What a tremendous adjustment by Otis Thorpe as he was fouled. Rockets up now by 1, and Thorpe to the line. He was fouled by Starks.
Well, Patrick Ewing, 7 for 24 until he makes that one. I don't think he even saw the basket with Olajuwon on his face as Otis Thorpe got open because the whole New York Knicks defense converged on Hakeem Olajuwon, and Thorpe making a very difficult shot. He does struggle from the free throw line.
20 seconds remaining in the fourth. Ewing guarded by Olajuwon, pokes it away. Cassell tried to save it. In the fourth, in the series, 2 for 12 from the field of the fourth quarter. Ewing from deep. Rebound Mason. And tipped home. Starks for Ewing. Yes.
Well, bread and butter play for the New York Knicks. A little pick and roll with John Starks and Patrick Ewing. It's what they go to in the fourth quarter as Patrick has struggled all night long, has made his last 2 jump shots.
Olajuwon. And the one-on-one coverage pops it out. Here's Cassell for 3. Sam Cassell. Coolly hits from downtown by Maxwell. Starks being guarded by Morey. Starks looking for the shot. He eludes Olajuwon, gets it off the 3. Oakley with the rebound. Down to 6 seconds. Here's Starks getting the good look for the 3 to tie. And a foul is called. Now that could have been a 4-point play. 2 4/10 seconds to go. And Cassell hits both. Now Oakley unleashes. Rockets do not want to foul here. Olajuwon went for it. That's very dangerous what he just did again. And the Rockets come away with the victory. Hakeem Olajuwon contesting the shot of Patrick Ewing.
Nightfall in New York City. For visitors, exciting, challenging, at times intimidating. But the Houston Rockets arrived this week anything but awed by the surroundings and determined not to allow New York to set the tone for these NBA Finals. The Rockets quickly established their position, taking an early lead in Game 3, then holding New York off down the stretch, negating the Knicks' home court advantage and leaving them down 2-1 in the series. To be sure, the script called for Houston's marquee player to have his moments. But when the star faded, other members of the cast stepped up. There was Vernon Maxwell slashing, Robert Horry emoting, and the unexpected, exuberant rookie Sam Cassell delivering the game winner. As the curtain rises now on Game 4, Patrick Ewing and the Knicks must reject the notion that the Rockets can win again on this stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please find your seats. After a 2-night intermission, the basketball theater continues with Game 4. It's the Knicks and the Rockets. Next.
This is the NBA on NBC. the 1994 NBA Finals. Tonight, Game 4 between the Houston Rockets and the New York Knicks.
1 points, 11 rebounds, 7 blocked shots. In game number 4, the Knicks control the tip. Ewing with a twisting shot rejected. Ewing on the follow.
Well, Patrick Ewing wheeling and dealing here in the lane. Off-balance shot knocked away by Olajuwon, but Patrick stays with it to get the follow-up.
Starks on the drive, was able to get it off to Ewing. Oakley, and a foul is called. Loose ball foul on Charles Oakley. Maxwell, and a foul call.
Well, the New York defense, and Pat Riley wants his team to get back to being the New York Knicks at the defensive end, which means tough, physical, aggressive.
And Hakeem Olajuwon with the Rockets' first field goal.
Well, Patrick Ewing trying to front Olajuwon in the lane, and Otis Thorpe looked like a bad pass at first, but it hung up long enough. Once it got over the outstretched arm of Patrick Ewing, Olajuwon had nothing to do but finish easily.
Third in this first quarter. Olajuwon. And Joe Crawford with the call down low.
They expected this. They just can't do anything about it right now.
Olajuwon off the fake. Cassell for 3. Yes. Sam Cassell. Olajuwon. Ori Thorpe up front. Olajuwon beating Ewing and could not convert. Ewing controlled.
Well, the Rockets spreading the floor and trying to take advantage of the front by Patrick Ewing. Once again, this lob pass by Otis Thorpe, another good one. But Olajuwon unable to gather his feet and make a strong finish.
Here in this first quarter. Intent coming in, not allowing Houston to get off to the kind of fast start that they did the other night. Maxwell with a beautiful move.
Where they start from, and they did not like what they saw in Game 3.
And the kickball giving the Rockets a new 24. Olajuwon. Rebound Mason. It's by Ori. Shot clock at 3. Ewing to the fadeaway and hits. Patrick Ewing with a desperation shot. Olajuwon with the fake. Nice move by Hakeem. And the Knicks now lead 19-10. Rockets have 10, but we have a minute and 10 remaining in the first quarter. Back comes Cassell. Olajuwon, yes. And the Rockets have come roaring back. Anthony going to the left hand to give it to Ewing. Bad shot by Ewing. Ewing. Patrick Ewing department. Ewing with the block.
Well, Patrick Ewing had 7 blocks in Game 3, just waiting on Carl Herrera. It seems like he's the guy he's picking on most, has a good feeling of when he's going to release the ball.
Charles Smith being played by Hakeem. Olajuwon goes right at him. Strong move, but could not convert. Last touch by the Rockets.
Charles Smith has been aggressive in this first half, trying to take the ball to the basket. Really got excellent position on Hakeem Olajuwon, but looked like he heard some footsteps as he just squeezed that shot off the glass.
You get the idea, it has gotten to him. But Mason has done a good job in wearing Hakeem down, and the ball goes back to New York.
One of the best shot blockers in the league, certainly the best in the playoffs, as Hakeem Olajuwon took off very early and just extended that arm just a little bit more.
Feeding Hakeem Olajuwon, now being played by Patrick Ewing, and off to the side. Off the steal, Starks from Smith. Here's Charles Smith. The Knicks swinging the ball.
Possibly yet in this series.
And the Knick foul was called on Patrick Ewing. His first. Ori for 3. Yes, that's his second.
Either the passing's better or all of a sudden the rim got too big.
Olajuwon, yes, at both ends. Oakley again getting the room. And the loose ball picked up by Charles Smith, taking it hard to the hoop, but again, not able to hit. He thought he was fouled. Harper with the steal. Olajuwon is back, so Harper pulls up for the three. And Starks gets to it. Picked up on a switch by Hakeem. He's looking for the mismatch and then fires. Ewing not able to tip it.
Out there, and it is starting to show.
The Knicks have missed their last 5 from the field. Ewing ends that streak, brought 17-2. And the Rockets were able to come on. They ended the first quarter with a 12-2 run. Olajuwon. And he will be talking with David Robinson of the San Antonio Spurs. Time runs out in this first half. Handled by Ewing. John Starks gets it down to Charles Smith. And again, not able to finish. Ewing kept it alive. Patrick Ewing controlling the board. Now involved with Starks. That's the reason for the discussion. Ewing lost it.
Well, Patrick Ewing setting up nicely this time, right along the edge of the lane, and as he tried to make the move, he had Olajuwon's hands in there.
Game 4 of the best of 7. Rockets with a 2-1 lead. Oakley gets inside. 9 points for Oakland. Maxwell only 5 of 15 the other night in Game 3. Olajuwon, and the ball will go back to the Knicks. Here's Charles Smith. Good box out by Hakeem Olajuwon. Here's Ewing. Setting up Harper for 3. Knicks 49, the Rockets 42. Olajuwon with a good position that changed his mind. Ori, yes. 9 points for Ori.
For an assist and a basket for their team. Not many big men can do that.
Well, the shuttle pass from Starks, picked off by Maxwell. Bernard Maxwell able to finish it off. Receiving a standing ovation. Here's Ewing. Rebounded by Olajuwon. Point has been the same type of game that he had in Game 3. Olajuwon, yes. Hakeem Olajuwon with 12 points.
Did put some freezing spray on it, and apparently feels better. Mark?
Thank you, Hannah. Make it 5 of 18 for Patrick Ewing. Last season, Bernard Maxwell fractured his left wrist at the end of the regular season. Olajuwon with the spinning jump. Oh, what a move by Hakeem Olajuwon, and he has tied the game at 50.
Reacted to him. That enabled him to get the ball to Olajuwon.
Harper's pass off the mark. Starks good control. Now lets it go in the backcourt, and as he touches it, we get the whistle for a backcourt violation.
Well, Patrick Ewing goes over to help out here on Otis Thorpe. And Otis able to hang in the air, and watch this spinning, whirling dervish move by Hakeem Olajuwon, who has all of those kinds of moves.
Olajuwon off the double team. Yes. Hakeem Olajuwon has been unstoppable.
I think Charles Barkley made it once again.
Yes. Here's Olajuwon.
Touch the ball, it looks like there is no defense around it.
Olajuwon with the steal. The Rockets have taken the play away from the Knicks with half. Hakeem Olajuwon back on the floor. Off the head fake. Hits. Hakeem Olajuwon getting right to it here at the start of the fourth, and the Rockets lead by 1. Now Mason, played by Olajuwon, goes with a jump hook. Not a good percentage shot, challenging the 7-footer Olajuwon. On Charles Smith.
Well, Mark, you mentioned head fake. Which one? There was about 5 there as he looked right into the eyes of Anthony Mason, the guy that has been credited with doing such a good job on him. And I think Olajuwon would like to prove a point to Anthony Mason.
Cassell up on Harper. Harper got the step. Here's Ewing. Rebound Cassell. Ewing is now 5 for 19. Olajuwon with the head fake. What a move by Hakeem Olajuwon. 3 minutes gone by in the fourth. Ewing kept the dribble alive. Ewing on the return. Yes. Game is tied at 67. Called by the Rockets.
Watch this quick catch and spin. There's nothing Patrick Ewing can do there except push, and he got away with no foul called there. as unbelievably quick spin move by Olajuwon and able to gather himself and finish the shot.
Matt Gukas, Bob Costas, Bob Rashad, Hannah Storm from Madison Square Garden. Patrick Ewing hit from behind, and the foul called on Olajuwon.
Shot none in the last game.
3 fouls apiece on Ewing and Olajuwon. Oakley on the follow, rejected by Ori, who is back on the floor. Game tied at 67. Olajuwon from Ori.
He had some, as he gets the throw ahead from Sam Cassell, but has his head up and sees Olajuwon flying in on the right side, lays it out there for him very nicely. As the Knicks very slow getting back on defense, and Olajuwon readjusts in midair.
Here's Ewing. Olajuwon got a piece of it. Oakley on the follow. Blackman has played only 34 minutes in the entire playoffs. Herrera had it knocked away. It will be Houston ball.
Elbow, and they fear that there might be a break there. Mark?
Thank you, Hannah. Olajuwon rebounded by Ewing. Same since. So Ori is through for the game. Ewing rejected by Olajuwon. Oakley gives it up.
Well, the Knicks have been going to screen roll, and they're getting Ewing on the roll, and he is challenging Olajuwon, taking the ball to the basket, but Olajuwon is meeting that challenge and knocking it out of there, but that is still good for the Knicks because they get a second chance, but Olajuwon is so good in there at timing his leap.
For 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Olajuwon stripped, then able to recover. Olajuwon, yes. Hakeem Olajuwon facing double and triple teaming in the fourth, and the game is tied at 72. Here's Ewing. Nice change by Patrick Ewing.
Well, Patrick Ewing was fronting Olajuwon here. John Starks came over for the steal, but somehow or other, Olajuwon able to avoid the defense to get that little shot, and Patrick Ewing with a little double clutch and a little touch shot from about 8 feet.
In the backcourt, Herrera, Olajuwon, Bullard up front. Ewing breaks it up. Starks able to come up with it, fouled by Herrera. To go up 3 games to 1. Olajuwon couldn't handle it. Mason. 4:15 remaining. Fourth quarter. Olajuwon with the fadeaway. Hakeem Olajuwon has 28 points.
Not doing in the first 3 games of this series.
Good look by Oakley. Changed his mind. He saw Ewing cutting, and Ewing fouled by 5. 3:20 remaining. Fourth quarter. Knicks trying to tie the series at 2. Patrick Ewing.
Personal foul, just 3 minutes to go in the game, so not that big a factor here. But this is a move with authority by Patrick Ewing as he got his steps right and guy-balled the rim nicely.
5 is 1 short of tying a record for a finals game. As Olajuwon made his move, he is fouled. Clock at 10. Ewing with the off-balance shot. Rebounded by Mason.
Oakley and Mason have been killing the Rockets on the glass.
Ewing trying to adjust it against Olajuwon. Olajuwon. Ewing did not want to pick up another foul, but here's the whistle from Hugh Evans. A push is called, and that is number 6. Patrick Ewing has fouled out. He tried to step away, and obviously unhappy about that call, as time has run out on the Rockets. The Knicks defeat the Rockets 91-82.
A different time, a very different team, celebrated and beloved, their achievements unduplicated in the ensuing 2 decades of Knick basketball. Pat Riley was brought to New York because he had experienced what his Knick players had not, and for 3 years he has coaxed as much as coached, motivated as much as maneuvered, convincing his team to share his vision. He was in their place once, unproven, the players already with championship credentials, not the coach, but together They achieved sustained greatness. Now, he is the standard against which others are measured, yet his own standards are higher still. He expects victory, even though the circumstances are so much different than they once were. Instead of showtime glitz, he relies now on crunch time grit. With artistry in short supply, he shows his players he believes in them when so many others do not. It appears the guy on the other side of the table holds the superior hand. Home court advantage. The best player. The favored team. But if the Knicks hold an ace, perhaps it is Riley himself. It is unlikely these Knicks will ever be as revered as their predecessors, but it is also unlikely anyone else could have brought them to this point.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1994 NBA Finals. Tonight, Game 5 between the Houston Rockets and the New York Knicks.
And Dick Pavetta, who was on hand for Game 1, and Pavetta tosses it. It's controlled by New York. Played by Charles Smith. Here's Hakeem Olajuwon, who was tackled by Charles Oakley. For the dribble, shoots it's a bad shot from a tough angle. Recovered by Olajuwon. Starks knocked it away. Kicked out of bounds by Maxwell. And the Rockets nothing. Horry off the spin. Shot deflected short by Ewing. Off the steal, Ewing gets it back. And then is fouled. Taking advantage of the overplay, sets up Ewing. And Patrick Ewing misses on his first attempt. Oakley for Hopper. Charles Oakley had 20 rebounds the other night. Hopper with a beautiful ball fake. What a move by Derek Hopper. Well, the Rockets swinging it. Oh, nice play. Olajuwon getting inside. Pretty pass from Horry. Ewing again from way out. Olajuwon beat Oakley, who gambled going for the steal this first quarter, and the Knicks lead by 1.
Oakley getting caught on the top side, the good pass, and the powerful finish by Hakeem Olajuwon.
Have fun out there.
Well, one of the things different for the Houston team is Kenny Smith is getting up and applying full court pressure.
5:45 remaining in this opening quarter. Ewing gets inside, and it's a goaltend. The basket will count. It was pinned on the glass.
A little bump here by Olajuwon to try to impede Ewing's progress, and he put that shot was actually going to be short, but it was on its way down. A good call by the officials on the goaltend by Thorpe. Move in the lane, just went right by Otis Thorpe.
Maxwell. Ewing stepped aside, did not want to pick up a foul. Ewing. That shot altered by Olajuwon.
In this series, Patrick likes it. He got pushed out a little bit further than he'd like to be.
Oh, what a move by Olajuwon, but he lost the grip. Beautiful pass for Starks. What a delivery. He's straight, back-to-back since coming over from Dallas. Olajuwon. Hakeem Olajuwon with his third field goal. He has 6 points.
I did not want to hold the team hostage. Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley.
Message not only to Anthony Mason, but to everybody else on the ball club that showed that he does listen to other people and is not always looking to control them.
Olajuwon getting a rest on the bench. Here's Anthony. Ewing with a spectacular windmill stuff.
Off this shot and miss by Greg Anthony. Patrick Ewing took off from just about the foul line. They're ready to go up with either hand, and he has to reach back with the left to follow it in.
violation called on Olajuwon. Here's Ewing. To sell for Olajuwon. Has to throw it back out. Ellie for three. And Mason handles the rebound. They double up on Ewing. Finds the open man. Anthony Mason.
In the early part of the season, it was Oakley. Now it's been Mason and whoever is at the top of the key.
Ewing with that block on fourth, and then he lost it. Here comes Starks. Starks for Harper. The basket counts, and the foul. It's a goaltend.
Well, not many fast breaks in this second quarter, but this is what will start them. A great block on Otis Thorpe by Patrick Ewing. And now John Starks delivering in stride to Derek Harper, who will get hit on the play, and the obvious goaltend by Olajuwon as he took it off the glass.
First half. Cassell for Thorpe. Oh, Olajuwon ramps it home.
Goodness. He almost had one of those about 2 minutes ago. This time he made sure with the right hand, somehow or other, took it off his left ear and turned it over and through the hoop. Well, Hakeem Olajuwon coming in on the left side. No block out by Mason as he went for the ball. And it's just all Olajuwon getting up in the air with room to operate as he takes this and just turns it over and down.
Mason on the offensive boards. Rebound, Ewing. Patrick Ewing easily having his best performance of the NBA Final.
Now that's the second follow-up by Patrick Ewing, and we've seen one by Olajuwon as both centers really timing their takeoffs to finish off on some of these offensive rebounds. And a lot of it is because nobody is putting a body here with Olajuwon in the air as Mason splits the defenders. Gives a free run to Patrick Ewing to the glass.
And Ewing called for that foul, his second. Tempers flaring between the Rockets and the Knicks with 49 seconds to go in this first half. Here's another look at it while we were away.
And as Olajuwon just tried to gather himself and pick up the basketball, he either inadvertently caught Mason with an elbow in the chest or head area, or intentional, and Mason popping right back up, wanting to go at Olajuwon. Cooler heads trying to prevail. Nobody has thrown a punch yet as the officials trying to figure out what they're going to do about it. Here's Olajuwon not able to get his shot off here, and as he tries to clear himself, catches Anthony Mason in the jaw with that padded left elbow. And Anthony Mason feels this is intentional as he tries to clear himself, but there's not a lot of room to move there. And Olajuwon trying to clear himself, but nevertheless, Anthony Mason didn't want anything to do with that kind of elbow and let Olajuwon know about it.
Olajuwon knocked away by Starks, but a foul against the Knicks. He has 5 points, and the Knicks now lead by 8. Knocked away by Olajuwon.
And just got stripped of the ball before he got in the act of shooting.
Is fouled. Olajuwon went for the block from Starks. Smith gets to it. There's Charles Smith rejected by Hakeem Olajuwon. Olajuwon lost it. Starks protecting it, getting it to Oakley, feeding Ewing. And the Rockets take a timeout with 6:49 remaining. Third quarter. And this, the play of the night. The Knicks extend to a 13-point lead. For the Rockets, 5 of 12. 3-pointers. Olajuwon jumping out, knocking it away from Starks. Shot clock at 5. Maxwell broke it up. Good hands by the Rockets. That clock running down. Down to 2, down to 1. Ewing, a 3. By Morey got the step. Starks on the recovery. Lost to Olajuwon. And Hakeem able to lay it home. The Knicks lead is now 10 of John Starks.
The shot clock winding down. Patrick Ewing falling back. You see double zeros there. He did get the shot off on time over the outstretched arm of Olajuwon.
So the Rockets carving into the lead. Thorpe stop. And Ewing protecting. The ball goes back to Houston. Placed by Anthony Mason, who had the outstanding second quarter. Mason now back to guarding Olajuwon. And Hakeem able to hit over Mason. 6 points.
Well, in this third quarter, Pat Riley has had Charles Smith on Olajuwon, and now Mason, as Mace forces him to take this off the wrong foot. But Olajuwon starting to warm up.
Make the transition from what is taking place in Southern California, but of course we will keep you posted on developments, and we're ready to go back to Tom Brokaw. 25 points and 11 rebounds. Knicks by 1. Olajuwon giving the Rockets a 1-point lead with 6.5 remaining. Here is Mason. Ewing soaring for the rebound, and they will jump it up as Mason hits the deck. However, he's turned it over 8 times, and now the matchup is Olajuwon facing Ewing, and Olajuwon came up with a steal. Olajuwon played by Oakley, goes for the fadeaway, yes, and the Rockets now lead 75-72. And the Knicks guards have outplayed the Rocket backcourt. Ewing able to save it. Shot clock at 4. Oakley rejected, and a foul called by Dick Pavetta. It is called on Herrera.
Patrick Ewing feeling good about himself, putting the ball on the floor, but Olajuwon with those lightning quick hands reaches in to flick it out of there. And watch the quick move here by Olajuwon. The quick little head fake, the little juke, gets himself in the lane, gets himself into the air before any defensive help can come down. In the early part of the ball game, he was holding and and not really making a strong move, just turning around and trying to go maybe straight up. Now he's freeing himself from the defender.
Olajuwon, and he is fouled again. Oakley, and he was fouled by Olajuwon. That's his second in the second half. Olajuwon played by Ewing. Again to the fadeaway. Hakeem Olajuwon. A couple memorable game fives earlier in the playoffs. Olajuwon had the shot stopped by Ewing. Up with the Knicks winning it at the foul line.
Olajuwon likes to use that shoulder to create some space, bump into Ewing and push back. Patrick did a good job of holding his ground. Olajuwon still able to get it, as Sam Cassell extremely happy with it.
Ewing able to get down deep. And the back tap handled by the Rockets. Brooks and then Sam Cassell. Maxwell trying to match the three. And a loose ball foul called on the Knicks. Smith. Rebound, Herrera rejected by Ewing. Harper ahead of the field, and he is fouled by Smith. No foul.
As Carl Herrera worked himself in to get the offensive rebound, and now the throw ahead, John Starks to Derek Harper as he got hit hard from behind. Smith not really making a play on the ball, taking the body, but no flagrant foul is called.
Pagoni locating a shot. Now Maxwell penetrates. Rebounded by Ewing. Lost Olajuwon on the steal. Finds Ori, and he's fouled. Ori fouled by Oakley. Ori back in the third quarter. Starks on the dribble penetration. Tipped home by Ewing, but it will not count. Foul before the shot. It's on Olajuwon.
Well, John Starks getting pressured. He doesn't care what the time or score is right now. He's going to do what comes naturally to him. When you do get pressured, take the ball hard to the basket.
The floor. Olajuwon for three and hits it. Hakeem Olajuwon brings the Rockets within 5, and the Knicks take a timeout with 21 seconds remaining. Hakeem Olajuwon hits a three-pointer to keep the Rockets alive.
Well, nobody really expecting Olajuwon to take that shot. He will let them go from time to time, as will Patrick Ewing. That time, he had an excellent look at the hoop.
By Hakeem, the second of the playoffs. Ball knocked away by Ewing and handled by Mason, who was fouled by Ellie. Scooped up the pass, not able to hit the three. Ellie finds Olajuwon. Good fake on Ewing, this time not able to convert. And a foul on Ori with 4 and 8/10 seconds to go. Inbound. And Starks will dribble it out. The Knicks 91. The Rockets 84.
In the ebb and flow of the NBA Finals, the signals in New York this week pointed toward the Knicks. But a word of caution. A change of venue can sometimes change the prevailing tone. Will the Rockets' red glare return at the summit? Or are the Knicks now beyond giving ground, especially now, on the verge of the titles so many doubted they could win? Is it 48 more minutes to the first Knick title in 21 years? Or can the Rockets force them to play another 48 on Wednesday, when Houston could experience its first NBA title ever and do it while wearing their home colors? With summer now only 2 days away, only these two teams persevere on the long road to a title. Only in these two locker rooms is the difficulty of that journey fully understood. Imagine then the feeling in these two rooms, minutes away now from Game 6 of the NBA Finals.
NBA on NBC. The 1994 NBA Finals. Tonight, Game 6 between the New York Knicks and
Harper. Ewing puts the move on Olajuwon and is blocked. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rejection. Maxwell and Smith in the backcourt. Olajuwon for Ori up front. Hakeem gets inside, and he is stopped by Ewing. Maxwell with the fake. Vernon Maxwell hitting on his first field goal attempt.
We saw in New York last week.
Ewing to the fadeaway. Starks all the way to the reverse. And a loose ball foul against the Knicks. 15 gone by. Thorpe with a show the ball move and that is stopped by Ewing. Ewing had the 8 blocks in Game 5 on Friday in New York. Nice ball exchange and Smith is able to stuff. Pretty pass from Ewing. Much energy to get the ball down court. Rockets now down with only 5 of the 24, but Olajuwon fails them out with a jump shot.
But the natural instinct is to help, and it left Hakeem wide open.
John Starks hits from downtown. I guess Kersey, it's on Thorpe.
Well, the Knicks trying their little two-man game. Ewing and Starks. The Rockets initially do a good job of breaking it up, but then they fall away and leave John Starks wide open.
Harper with the step. Ewing. Smith kept it alive, but Thorpe gets to it. New York 7. Ewing able to recapture and hits the jump hook. Patrick Ewing allowed to get down low once again. Knicks by 1. Ori off the spin. Rejected by Ewing. That's his 3rd block this first quarter. Ewing the trailer. Stopped by Olajuwon. And back come the Rockets. Olajuwon now guarded by Oakley. Here's Olajuwon. Maxwell on the recovery. It's a 24-second violation.
What was the judgment?
So Smith throws in. Ewing has to get it off. And he's fouled by Olajuwon. Ewing played by Thorpe. Here's Olajuwon with the help. Rebounded by Thorpe. Maxwell for Olajuwon. Now being played by Smith. And Hakeem hits over Charles Smith.
Olajuwon beating Ewing down the floor. Charles Smith picking him up. He's played him before, but already Olajuwon with 1 foot in the paint makes the little bump and the fadeaway his favorite shot.
Back for Maxwell. Olajuwon trying to get position. Lost it. Off his foot. 1913. We're just under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. First quarter that has seen the crowd turn on the Rockets. We've heard the booing from time to time. Olajuwon has been blocked. Anthony Mason is on the over, committed by the Knicks. Houston with 7.
Once again, the Rocket offense just plodding along, very stagnant, not getting anything going. And that shot taken under 4 seconds on the shot clock against Derek Harper. Giving it back to Derek. He's been doing it today.
Patrick Ewing with his 2nd field goal. He now has 6 points. Ori beating Oakley and then finding Olajuwon. What a beautiful play by Ori. Did not want to challenge Ewing.
Well, that's what he was doing in Game 3. Driving into the lane, feeding his man. That time there was no man to guard him because there was a rotation. And we have a technical foul.
Anthony Mason, who was hit with a technical in Game 5. Harper doing it off the dribble. Looked like Olajuwon got a piece of it. That will not count. Loose ball foul called against the Knicks. Basket does not count.
They want them to get into their offense a lot earlier. Mark?
All right, Ahmad. Well, the Rockets in the midst of another pretty good run. But now it's back to Olajuwon defending against Ewing. And it forced Ewing to throw it away. Here comes Ellie. Met by Harper. Olajuwon from Cassell. Rockets have an 8-point lead on the Rockets.
Well, Patrick Ewing slow getting back on defense. Cassell with his head up. Nobody there really to help out Patrick and get Olajuwon as Charles Oakley was late. A terrific thread-the-needle pass.
Is back on the floor, replacing Anthony. Ewing off a double team, stripped by Cassell. Sam Cassell batting it out of the hands of Patrick Ewing. Here's Cassell on the spin, met by Ewing, lost it momentarily. Olajuwon gets it back. Shot clock at 10. Rockets by 8 points. They double up on Olajuwon. And a holding foul that bails out Olajuwon. He had nowhere to go off the spin. And Olajuwon felt he was taken down by Ewing, looking for the foul. 9 minutes remaining, first half. Ewing, yes. 8 points for Ewing. So Cassell sits down. An excellent job by the rookie again. Here's Olajuwon with a gorgeous spinning jump shot. Olajuwon with a head fake. Good play by Ewing. And then a foul call. It's a push on Ewing. That's his second.
Well, Hakeem Olajuwon much quicker now with his catch as the Rockets are swinging it from one side to the other. He's making a more definitive move, and when he does that, he's able to create that open space. Here, another quick move on Patrick Ewing, who puts out the hands, the little shove, and he picks up his second personal foul.
And the Rockets on fire in the second quarter. They've hit 9 of 12. 9 to save it. Horry went down in a collision with Smith. Maxwell for 3. Yes! Oh, a spectacular sequence. Ewing. Horry from Herrera of defense here at the Summit in Houston. Ewing, crowd wanted to travel. Rebound Horry. They double up on Olajuwon momentarily. Olajuwon with the open shot.
The Rockets pick and roll. He said they're down by 9 at halftime. The most important run of the season will be right here at the beginning of the third quarter. Mark?
Thank you, Ahmad. And Patrick Ewing with a pretty fadeaway baseline jump shot against Starks. Maxwell found the opening. Maxwell with a bad shot. Deflected by Ewing. Hopper and Starks in the backcourt. Ewing, Smith, Oakley up front. 2 minutes in, third quarter. Ewing off the fake. It counts, and the foul. Olajuwon called for the hack, and Ewing will go to the line.
Well, when you catch the ball in the position that Patrick Ewing catches it, and he was challenged on the shot, but he catches about 3 feet away from the basket with Olajuwon on his back. Hakeem right there to challenge it. He even caught him on the wrist, but if you keep getting that kind of position, even the defensive player of the year is going to have a difficult time stopping it.
Second foul on Olajuwon. Went down. He was looking for a foul. Here's Smith for Olajuwon. Yes. Rockets lead by 6. Sets up Oakley for the jump shot. Loose ball foul on Ewing. Good play by Olajuwon. So Horry guarded by Oakley. That's Mason on Olajuwon, and Mason is called for the personal. That is his first. Mason. Ewing lost it. And a foul called against the Rockets. Again, the matchup is Olajuwon and Ewing both playing with 3 fouls. Olajuwon got a piece of it for Mason. Anthony Mason. Knicks have missed 7 of the last 8 shots. Teammates. Shot clock at 2, and Olajuwon hits.
Well, shot clock winding down. Hakeem knew it. He was a little outside his range there at about 19, 20 feet. He's still able to get it down.
That they have gone through droughts like this on a consistent basis. Here's Hopper. He finally ends the streak.
Dunk by Starks.
Here is Horry for 3. Starks on the rebound. Ewing was hanging. Ewing with the nice fake, and the tips it home will not count. Offensive interference.
Well, give a lot of credit here to Robert Horry for chasing this play down, and just by running by Patrick Ewing, he made him short arm and squeeze that little lay-in, and in his attempt to tap it back in, the offensive goaltending.
For the series, Horry had to force it. Ewing had it punched out of his hands, and a foul is called. Ewing trying to set a pick. Shot clock at 4. Ewing. Patrick Ewing from deep. He now has 17, and the Rocket lead is 4. Knicks in the midst of an 11-3 run. Olajuwon off a double team. Good pass from Herrera. On Herrera, holding foul.
Well, not a lot of jumpers have been falling for Patrick Ewing, and this one a little bit out of his range, although we saw the three-pointer as Rudy Tomjanovich. Cannot believe that this man went in with a hand in his face.
Shot clock at 5. Ewing from way out. Oh, what a save by Oakley. Rockets try to tie it for a Game 7 on Wednesday. Olajuwon. Yes. Houston, 70. New York, 63 has been called.
Well, Hakeem had visions of putting it on the floor and driving to the basket. Took that little peek at the shot clock. Ewing gave ground, and he has that touch from about 19 feet.
9:46 remaining in the fourth. Houston leads by 7. Lead by 6. Starks on the drive. And a foul against the Rockets. Olajuwon playing with 4 fouls. Olajuwon over Ewing. Outcourt play by Oakley. Olajuwon with a jump hook. And Ewing took a shot in the face. Away completely from the Rockets in the final 5 minutes. Olajuwon gets inside and he's chopped out. He is fouled. Their feet here at the summit. Mason. The tip was missed. And then rebounded by Olajuwon. Out on Starks. Oakley with the shot. Olajuwon got a piece of it. And Thorpe rebound. Ewing with the jump hook. Olajuwon with the rebound. Hopper off the steal. Rebound Olajuwon. Horry for 3. Ewing rebounds. And here comes Starks. Starks all the way. Oh, what a move by John Starks. Olajuwon did not want to pick up number 6. Here's Starks. Stolen by Olajuwon. And he's fouled by Ewing. The Knicks are over the limit. So Olajuwon will go to the line.
John pointing to his head. He knew he made a mistake here, but he doesn't make one on this one. Coming out of the timeout. Got the good screen from Ewing to free up beyond the three-point arc as just the way Pat Riley drew it up. However, on the next play, John Starks curling in the lane, making somewhat of a blind pass. It really called for a bounce pass or for John just to pick up his dribble and look for that short little 8 to 10 foot jump shot. But the deflection, the steal, and the foul.
Olajuwon hitting the clutch free throw. Down to 10 on the 24. Now 15 in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down to 3. Smith forces. And Mason with the rebound. And the Knicks use their final timeout. All right, Starks. Rockets do not want to foul. Starks for 3. Came up short. And Jaco Battle indicating the game is over. And it will go to a 7th and decisive game on Wednesday. Remember, last season, John Paxson was able to win it for the Chicago Bulls with a final shot, and John Starks tried to win it for the New York Knicks, but the Rockets win it 86-84, and the series is tied at 3. Let's go to Hannah Storm.
Hakeem, talk about that final play and what you were able to do defensively to preserve the win.
Well, it was team defense. We know rebounding is the key, so we came out together as a team to rebound so we can run our play.
This is another close, tight game, especially in the fourth quarter. What do you expect in Game 7?
The same kind of game, tough defense both ways.
You have now 3 days to think about what a championship would mean to this city, which has never had one. How do you stay away from the pressure of everybody's expectations that will be on you?
Well, if I'm going to play a championship game, I'd rather play it at home. I'm so very happy to be at home.
All right, thanks, Hakeem. Mark?
All right, Hannah. Hakeem Olajuwon, 30 points, 10 rebounds. Patrick Ewing silent in the fourth quarter. John Starks with a gallant effort. 16 of the Knicks' 22 points in the fourth. Starks claiming that he was fouled, but the call was not made.
John is thinking three-pointer all the way, harassed by the defensive player in the air. He definitely got ball. He may have gotten part of his hand. As really, John is asking for the ball to go out of bounds. He probably did not get fouled on this, as Olajuwon just flicked it and disrupted that shot.
Game 7. 2 words filled with anticipation and a history of drama. And now this season comes down to that one game, Game 7. Two teams, two leaders, two of the best the game has known. And now one game remains. One game, one winner, one NBA champion. Game 7, next.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1994 NBA Finals. Tonight, Game 7 between the New York Knicks and the Houston Rockets.
For the 86-84 victory to even the series at 3. Rockets control it. Here's Maxwell off the dribble. Setting up Horry. Olajuwon. Back for Horry. Vernon Maxwell, played by John Starks. Hakeem Olajuwon pumps it back out. Here is Smith.
Well, here goes Hakeem Olajuwon up in the air, and he really makes his mind up at the absolute last split second on the drop-off to Robert Horry for the strong finish.
Season, because there are several masters at that, and Derek right at the top of the list. Olajuwon, too deep. Maxwell for 3. Yeah. Had the lane closed by Starks. Olajuwon. And a loose ball foul called on Thorpe. He came over the back.
Here's Olajuwon just doing what he can to catch up with this ball. Realizes he's in trouble, but that's the second type of pass he's found like that. Out of the corner of his eye, whipping it out.
Second quarter has gotten underway. Here's Ewing. Patrick Ewing with his first shot attempt.
And all off the little offering there by Starks getting into the lane and making the nice pick out. On the double teams, the Knicks are looking to take that first shot. Pat Riley does not want that.
Hakeem Olajuwon has missed his first 2. The Knicks 9. Hopper on a crossover for Ewing. Patrick Ewing. Strong move by Ewing for his first field goal. Rockets 13, the Knicks 11.
And that had to make the Knicks bench and coaching staff very happy.
Olajuwon right back.
But not happy about that. Rudy Tomjanovich.
5:20 to go in this opening quarter. Olajuwon. Yes, and it counts.
Pat Riley's furious at Patrick Ewing, unable to get all the way around on Olajuwon, getting caught on the top side. No man's land, as it were, as Oakley comes over. Nothing he can do with it except foul and give him the opportunity for a three-point play. And Patrick Ewing knows he made another bad defensive play there.
Costas will be along at halftime. 4.5 to go. First quarter, Olajuwon. And here's Starks accelerating. Horry with the rebound. It's at 3. Olajuwon to Kenny Smith right throughout, but Kenny Smith off to the good start here tonight. Shot clock out at 2. Smith with the steal. And out. Mason came on for Smith. Oakley inside. Rejected by Olajuwon, but able to take it right back up. Her superstitious ways and those of her husband. Olajuwon, yes. And the Rockets lead by 5. And they have the lead for the first time tonight. Olajuwon now played by Mason. Mason played him well, preventing the shot. It will count.
But he's kind of taking that shot, falling away. That's his normal shot, but he's usually squares back.
Traveling. Violation. Front. Here's Ellie with the step. And the shot altered by Ewing. And a jump ball is called.
Called on Harper and then Smith, and you got to make the adjustment, but he is a rookie.
Olajuwon with the rejection. Ewing lost it off his foot.
Well, I was making the point earlier that Patrick Ewing was looking to pass the ball quite a bit. Right now, he doesn't look sure at what he wants to do. Here, he took the shot with Olajuwon draped all over him.
Trailing by 2. Pick and roll for Ewing. Herrera able to get to it. Ewing thought he was fouled. Sitting down. Here's Harper for 3. Good box out by Olajuwon. Nearly picked off by Oakley. We come up on 5 minutes left in the half. Olajuwon. Hakeem Olajuwon gets their first violation.
Normally, Hakeem makes that first contact and will spin back to the baseline, but if you could see Mason's footwork there opened up to allow Olajuwon to come to the middle, and the Knicks do not want to do that. Patrick has been very tentative in this first half and not sharp. We've seen that before.
Ewing off the bench to come up short. Mason. So the Oakley couldn't put it down. Olajuwon on the floor is tied up by Mason. Back in the 72-73 season. Olajuwon for Horry. Nice pass for Paul. Olajuwon. Smith gets it off. And hits. Kenny Smith. Biggest lead of the game. 7-point margin. It's now down to 5 with Ewing connecting on his second field goal. Olajuwon had it knocked away and then called for the foul.
Foul is going on Houston's 34, Hakeem Olajuwon.
That is the first for Olajuwon.
Patrick Ewing, who has been quiet offensively, was looking to pass early in the ballgame. Now looks like he's ready to catch and shoot. Really had to pound off the floor that time to get into the air, extend that right arm.
Up until this evening, they have been severely outplayed by the Knicks. Harper again. We are down to 20 seconds left in the quarter. Olajuwon is fouled. The backcourt, Ewing, Oakley, and Smith up front. A very quiet first half for Patrick Ewing. Ewing on the rebound. And the game is tied at 45. Time college coach John Thompson. There's Olajuwon getting the step, met by the double team. Olajuwon is blocked and fouled. That's number 3 on Ewing. Patrick Ewing throwing up a fadeaway to bring the Knicks within 2. So Ewing now 4 for 9. He has 8 points. 4 of the 8 coming here in the early going in the third. Olajuwon squeezing his way through.
Ewing, who's been struggling with his shot here, is going to get pushed out pretty far by Patrick Ewing, by Hakeem Olajuwon. Spins away the fadeaway. He has made a number of these, and just kind of a shake of the head by Olajuwon and Rudy Tomjanovich. Surprised it went down.
A foul on Horry. Ewing throwing it to the backcourt. It is a violation, and the Rockets will get it back. Hurt throughout. Horry on a hesitation dribble. rejected by Ewing. Second block by Ewing.
That's what I mean about Oakley kind of getting shook loose here by Robert Horry, but helped out nicely by teammate Patrick Ewing, who has done this all series long, has timed the Rockets' shot very well.
What a play! Oakley turned his head, and Horry able to slam it on the inbound. Hoffer trying to do it off the dribble. Ewing. Patrick Ewing with the touch here. Thorpe off the fake. Threw it away. Here comes Hopper. 1-on-3. Hopper all the way. Derek Hopper. Olajuwon now being played by Smith. Ewing has 3 fouls. Olajuwon making it look very easy. Off the head fake on Horry, his third.
Well, Charles Smith putting the hand in the back of Olajuwon and tried to move his feet, but just the quickness of Olajuwon on that spin, and Charles Smith not having his knee bent enough, got beat by Hakeem.
Now the shot clock at 2. Here's Thorpe. Missed the stuff. Knocked out of bounds by Maxwell.
Rich doing an excellent job of blocking out Charles Oakley.
Olajuwon. 18 for Hakeem Olajuwon. The Knicks have missed their last 5 shots. Down by 6 points. Ewing had it deflected short by Olajuwon. Backcourt, Olajuwon, Herrera, and Thorpe on the front line. Here is Hakeem with the spin. And it's rebounded by Oakley. Starks for 3. John Starks has been off. Mason with the rebound. Another offensive rebound for the Knicks. John Starks has had many games like this during the course of the season. Hugh Evans waves it off a foul against the Rockets. A 5-point lead. Ewing off the drop step. Nice fake to draw the foul. It's on Olajuwon. That is his third with 12. Shot clock at 3. Here's Starks. Rejected by Olajuwon.
A bunch of traffic in there, and the best shot blocker in the business waiting for him as Starks exploded into the air, but couldn't get it over the outstretched arm of Hakeem Olajuwon.
Celtics, but at that time no one took the Rockets seriously. Not the case here this season. Hopper hits a 3. Play up front. Ewing with the fake. Nice move by Patrick Ewing. He has 14.
Pretty good cushion, but backed off on the Ewing jump hook.
Looked like Ewing got a piece of it. Cassell on the intercept. Cassell with the bucket. Ewing played by Olajuwon. Off the fake. Patrick Ewing has turned it around in the second half. Herrera now picked up by Ewing. And Herrera stripped, lost it. It'll be Nick Ball.
Well, Patrick Ewing starting to feel it right now. Sees that no double team is coming. Little hesitation dribble. The long step and the pump fake to get away and clear himself from the tough defense of Olajuwon.
And Horry. Olajuwon with the spin for Horry to the reverse.
Well, every time Olajuwon apparently is in trouble, Robert Horry is his bailout guy. He's always moving, slashing to the basket, cutting, and Hakeem generally finds him.
Playing with 4 fouls. Olajuwon over Mason and foul. So Hakeem will go to the line. And again, they are on their feet at the summit. Starks rejected and fouled. He drew the double team, and the foul was called. It's on Olajuwon, number 4.
And Olajuwon stepping out to try to help out and prevent the penetration and shot by John Starks. And a good play by Starks just to lean in a little bit to draw that contact on.
Now in the backcourt, here's Starks again. So he continues to fire away. 1 for 10 for John Starks.
Shooter alone who has not been shooting well, but he nailed that.
Olajuwon on the recovery. Cassell for 3. Ewing with the save. Last touch by the Knicks. Both Anthony and Oakley diving for him. Arrows of the World Hockey Association did win a championship. Olajuwon, yes. Rockets 76. The Knicks 71. Up front. Olajuwon lost his balance. Here comes Anthony. Starks again for three. I don't know, Matt, you reach a point as Olajuwon was back down court, and a 20 is taken by the Knicks. Rockets by 7. Only the third offensive rebound by the Rockets. Olajuwon will account. Foul before the shot attempt. The beautiful hit fake by Olajuwon made his way around Oakley and took the kick.
Well, we've seen Hakeem make this spin move on the other side of the floor. That is just a lightning quick catch and go move that Oakley cannot just catch up with, as Rudy Tomjanovich would have rather had the made field goal than the foul and the ball out of bounds, obviously.
Non-shooting foul. Knicks with their 4th team foul. Rockets have 3. Olajuwon. And it's rebounded by Mason. Smith has rarely been on the floor in final minutes of the game. It's usually been Scott Brooks or Sam Cassett. Olajuwon with 25. Fourth quarter. Ewing with the pick. It's a pick and roll. Olajuwon had to let him go. Fourth with the rebound. In the fourth. Olajuwon changed his mind. Maxwell for 3. Vernon Maxwell from downtown. And the Rockets now lead 83-75. Timeouts remaining for the Knicks. 2 and a 20 for the Rockets. 8-point Houston lead. A minute 40 to go. And a foul is called. Shot clock at 3. Olajuwon with the fadeaway. Rebound Mason. Olajuwon moving out on Harper. Here's Hubert Davis who just checked in. 3-point attempt. And back comes Kenny Smith. The Houston Rockets 15 seconds away from an NBA championship. Maxwell 6 of 7 from the line. Making 7 of 8, 21 points. Rockets again by 6. Time running out on the New York Knicks. The Houston Rockets are the 1993-94 NBA champions. Sophie Tomjanovich celebrating with her husband, Rudy. And the city of Houston has won its first major championship. They have defeated the New York Knicks in 7. And eventually we will have the trophy presentation, and for the first time it will take place out on the court. That is if they do clear the court here at the Summit. Hakeem Olajuwon will wear an NBA championship ring for the very first time. And it should be the hat trick for Hakeem. Most valuable player during the regular season, the defensive player of the year, and undoubtedly the MVP of the finals. The Houston Rockets, the 3rd team in NBA history to come back after being down 3 games to 2 by winning games 6 and 7 at home. As they defeat the Knicks 90-84.
Wow. Fans, you're about to become part of NBA history. For the first time ever, the NBA Championship Trophy
will be presented live on the court, where your Houston Rockets have just won their first NBA championship. NBA Commissioner David Stern is about to present the Larry O'Brien Championship Trophy to Rockets owner Les Alexander, Coach Rudy Tomjanovich, and team captains Hakeem Olajuwon and Otis Thorpe. And now, Commissioner David Stern.
Two inspired teams showed America and the world about pride, hustle, and determination. But there can only be one champion. And congratulations to the 1994 NBA World Champion, Houston Rockets. Congratulations to Les Alexander, the entire Rockets organization, and to the city of Houston, Texas, or shall I say, Clutch City. Congratulations.
The trophy transfer in these close quarters could be difficult, but a successful handoff from Stern to Alexander. Rookie owner, Les, this might be the NBA's best rookie season since Magic Johnson in 1980.
This is for the fans of Houston, the fans of the Rockets all over the world. They deserve it and they got it. And the players have been unbelievable and the coaches have been just as good. It's really fantastic for the city of Houston.
Rudy Tomjanovich, you have lived in Houston most of your adult life. What does this mean, not just to your team, but do you think to this city?
Well, Houston, you wanted this for so long, you finally got it. I'm proud to be a part of the team that got it for you. And when I say team, I mean it in the true sense of the word. These guys went out and did it together. We've got the best player in the league, but we've got a lot of great players. We couldn't have did it if we didn't do it together.
You play all year for home court advantage. Now the home team has won the last 20 straight seventh games. What did the summit mean tonight?
Well, it meant everything. These people have been so good to us. When we were down, they were down at the airport to pick us up. We love you!
You came back from down 0-2 going to Phoenix after blowing two big leads here. You came back here down 3-2 to the Knicks. I guess Clutch City applies.
Well, I'll tell you what. This was the most nerve-wracking playoffs I've ever seen in my life. Every game went down to the last quarter, last couple of plays. I'm just so happy to be on top.
This is your second full season as a head coach. How long could you last if they were all this taxing?
Not too long. Just let me say this. I thank the players for being such a great team. I've got to thank my assistant coaches, Carol, Bill, Larry, Robert, Jim, Joe, Coach Ed, Killer. All right.
One last question, Rudy, before we hear from Hakeem Olajuwon, who was the regular season MVP and now I'm told is the unanimous MVP of this series. You used to say that you studied Pat Riley. You used to say you studied Pat Riley when you were a scout. You went against Riley in this series. A great job he has done with the Knicks. Some thoughts on your opposition in this series?
Well, we respected them. You know, that we're very similar, so we had to respect them because we're just like them. He's a great coach. It's an honor to just get a win, but it's not a personal thing ever. It was the Knicks against Houston.
Rudy, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Ahmad Rashad, who is with Hakeem Olajuwon. Ahmad.
All right, thanks a lot, Bob. A lot of people here in Houston thought that for this team it was destiny, but it was more than that. It was great play by a great team who is now the NBA champions. Hakeem.
Well, finally, I just want to thank God that he has given us this opportunity. And playing together as a team, you know, I still can't believe that we have won the championship.
You know, a lot of people talk about your play, your calmness this year, but the guys around you also came along very strong.
Well, you know, just teamwork. Teamwork, that's the key. I just like to thank all my teammates for the great job. Kenny Smith, Maxwell, they did a wonderful job tonight.
Well, when you talk about earlier on in the series, they talked about the guards took a lot of heat, but you guys came back strong today.
Well, I told Vernon, you know, main thing that we had to do was concentrate on these last two games, and when God is willing and say anything's able. So it's a great feeling right now.
All right, for Vernon, to you, what a wonderful game you played today. Totally under control, and that big, huge three-pointer in the fourth quarter.
Well, Dream made a good pass to me, and the clock was going down, and I just took the shot with a lot of confidence and knocked down a big shot.
And I would like to be the first to congratulate you on winning the NBA championship, Vernon.
Yeah, thanks a lot. We worked so hard for it, and we're going to celebrate right now. Thank you, Amar.
All right, we will be back with more of the celebration and more interviews when we return to the summit here in Houston, Texas. Welcome back to the summit where the Houston Rockets have just won the NBA championship. I'm joined now by Sam Cassell and Otis Thorpe. And Sam, there was so much said early on in this series about the New York Knicks guards outplaying the Houston guards.
Well, that was true, but we just wanted to show the New York Knicks guards that we are capable guards who can go out and have a big night and a night too.
Yeah, but now you being a rookie, you did not play like a rookie the entire playoffs.
I don't feel like a rookie now. I played 105 games. My teammates has a lot of confidence in me on the court, so I just go out and do what I got to do.
All right, congratulations to you on being a champion.
Thank you, baby.
All right, OT.
Yeah.
You had a long road. You started off playing Buck Williams, and then you had Charles Barkley, and then you had Karl Malone, and now Mason and Oakley. It's got to be strong for you.
Well, it's pretty strong, but right now I'm happy with what I got right now. We won the championship. That's the most important thing.
When Hakeem was named MVP, he credited his teammates, that it was an award for the entire team, and you guys played like that the entire way.
Oh, definitely. When Hakeem came out, and he started out the year great, but we just circled around him and just tried to do what we can. Everything blended in together. Without that chemistry, we wouldn't be where we are today. Hakeem did a great job this year, and I think everybody did a great job also.
Now, the Knicks had outscored you guys in every game in the fourth quarter. What was your feeling going into the fourth quarter tonight?
I think we felt very comfortable out here on our floor. We definitely wanted the championship. We knew we had 12 minutes to go. It was just a matter of going out there executing and just playing some defense.
You think in terms of respect that you guys, now that you've won a championship, you get it throughout the league now?
If we don't get it, something's wrong. Because right now we're the world's champs, and we're the best team out right now. And we feel proud of that. The city feel proud of it, and we're going to live up to it too.
All right, congratulations to you.
Thanks. Can I say hi to everybody back in Florida? What's up?
You may do that.
The Rockets were the best team at the start of the year. They won 15 straight right out of the gate. They are the best team at the end of the year, if only barely, right down to the wire, a 7-game victory over the Knicks. So that wraps up a season of coverage of the NBA. Let's hope I remember all the names for Ahmad Rashad and Hannah Storm and Pete Bessie and Bill Walton, Dr. J, Matt Gukas, Marv Albert. I'm Bob Costas. Good night. Congratulations to the Rockets, and so long from Houston, where the Rockets reign as the champions of the NBA.